take a little break from the farm. It's pretty cold outside today. Thought I'd get my Surface Book and make a little video. So today, it's going to be a hands-on Surface Book day. I'm going to show y'all how to use the Stylus, how it works on this computer. If you're wondering how it's going to look when you get the Surface Book and how it's going to function, this is the video for you, so just keep watching. So first things first, I'm going to open OneNote. The way you do that is you push the button down. There you go. OneNote is supposed to open. There it is. So there I was just messing around. I'm going to open up a new document. So basically it just works like a notebook. Put the date. So if you've listened in about the Stylus, the problem with the Stylus is that there's not really a one-to-one feedback from the Stylus and whatever you're writing. There's a little bit of a lag, which, as you can see, it trails behind just a little bit when you're writing. Now the cool thing about the new Stylus though is that it is pressure sensitive. So if I draw lightly, you get a thin line. If I draw thick, or if I push down, it's thick. A lot of artists say they prefer the Wacom tablets, which are more optimized, and they have more of a one-to-one feel. Now you're not going to get that here. It's more of a 0.9 to 1 feel. It's a little bit off. But for me, as a casual user, I ain't an artist. I can't draw. So it's fine for me. You know, if I need to write what I need to do today, number one, feed the goats. I mean, I can read that, and there's no art going on here. The other thing I like about OneNote is that you can open it up on your smartphone or your other tablets. Even if you got an iPad, you can open it up on there. So I really like that. You can log in and get it from anywhere. So some other features about this Stylus. They took out the two buttons which were right here, and they put this long button which only pushes down here. You push it down, it's more of a select tool. So there's something called a Lasso. Kind of like what I use to get them goats back in here, but what it essentially does is the same concept. If you write a bunch of things and you want to lasso them all, kind of like in Photoshop, just hold it down, draw that lasso around them. Now it's going to select everything that you selected with your lasso, and you can move it all together at once. So I didn't grab this one, but let's say I just want to move the goats. I want to move it up here. Now did you see that? It just missed the one. That's one thing I don't like about this lasso. It's a little bit gimmicky because I did select it. I did not miss it. I'm going to do it again. Okay, there. Now it's got it. But if you miss it by a little bit, I'll try it again. Let's say I miss it like by that. Or like that. So you didn't grab it. I had it in my lasso. Just a minor gripe. And on the back, this is kind of cool. It's like a real pencil. The back is the eraser. So let's say you misspell cows. I do that all the time. Okay, you just erase like a little pencil. I want to erase everything. Just flip it over and erase. If you got them homeworks or something to do like that, I just go to insert picture. I'm gonna throw in the brain. I'm actually learning some neuroscience. I heard it's good for raising good cows and happy chickens. So I'm trying to learn a little bit about mental health. So it's pretty straightforward. If you want to draw the lines, it's pretty responsive. And as you've all heard, you can put your palm down. It's not going to screw up the calibration. So you can put the palm down, you can write. You know, you can put it over here and write. It's not going to mess up anything over here. I think that's the ear. Okay, 2 for 2. You can highlight. So if I think this is more important than that, I can choose different highlighter colors. Now let's say I like pink. That looks real bad, but that's okay. Now you can also use Adobe Pdf if you prefer that for your writing needs. I don't use Adobe. Ever since it gave my cousin Timmy a virus on his laptop, I've been avoiding them since. I prefer OneNote, but that's up to you. So now, let's move on. I'm tired of taking notes. If I want a color, there's a cool little app. So the reason I want to open this up is to kind of show you the delay with the Stylus, in case you're wondering. So let's take, how about we take this thing over here. Okay, not too fancy. So we'll take that one. And you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but the brush, it kind of lags behind the pointer. Again, I don't care, but if you are an artist, just keep that in mind. That something that you're gonna have to deal with. It's kind of cool. You push this, and it pretends like there's a fan that dries out the paint. So this is your color match tool. You kind of move it. If you want to match a certain color, you move it over whatever you want to match, and then you got that color. Now, one of the big gripes that I have with this tablet is that they took out Alt F4 in certain programs. If you push Alt F4, it mutes the damn volume instead of closing the program. So when my wife comes home and I'm trying to close down the damn window, I can't do it. Shame on you, Microsoft. I don't know why you can do it. That's Alt F4. That's like a classic right there. Let me show y'all how you can browse the internet with this. Another little gripe. So first let's pull up a website. So you can write out your words if you prefer instead of using a keyboard. It's kind of default on the tablet mode. So I want to go to Google. Alright, so let's just pull up a random page. No, not GCN. I don't know what the hell that is. Not Google China. What? CNN. Okay, alright, whatever. CN Transportation Services. Alright, Canadian National Railway. Not bad. Check that out. So, I think that, you know, a good thing to have is when you're browsing on a tablet, you want to be able to just move the screen up and down. Now, the problem is with this Stylus, it automatically thinks the mouse is a cursor. So if I want to move up and down, I got to move over here and pull this tab down, which is fine. I'm all for being a tough guy. But the problem is, this thing is skinny. It ain't big. So it's hard to grab on. So if I'm here, oh no, it's not going to do it all. If I'm over here, okay, there it goes. So I would have liked something better, where I could have just grabbed the page and pulled it down instead of having to come over here and do that the old-fashioned way. Thought we're in 2015. Other than that, this tablet's been pretty fun. It's doing everything it's supposed to. Again, this is a top-of-the-line model, so it's pretty fast. I'm not having no response issues. Programs open up nice and quick. I've been trying out a couple games. I'm gonna have some benchmarks on later today, but if you're not into games, you're probably not going to watch that, but the applications work fine. Now, I'm not making an account for this. Again, I don't use Adobe Pdfs. I'm fairly happy with this tablet. Again, it costs a lot more than the Surface Pro 4, and I feel like the Surface Pro 4 is comparable in the performance. So it's up to you. If you're a video editor or a gamer, this thing can game a little bit. I'm going to throw up some 3D Mark benchmarks for gaming and a Cinebench benchmark if you're into video editing. This thing, I think it can, but it's not going to be the best compared to a desktop. I think this is more of a mobile solution for your video editing. Definitely better than your average laptop, but it's not going to be a desktop replacement for video editing. Definitely not for gaming. So that's it for me. Check out the benchmarks. I'll see you guys in a bit.